As lockdowns across the world are implemented, intensified or extended, South Africans abroad are desperate to get home, obviously. Globally, close to 2 million cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed, while more than 114,000 deaths have been recorded. SAA and the International Relations Department are working to bring South Africans back. Our reporter Heidi Giokos is the lady whose job it is to focus on bringing them back for us.
Very stressful job.
Before we talk about them, the cargo shipment that has come from China, landed in South Africa, is this a sign that things are slowly starting to move in that area?
Most definitely, Jane. I think we understand that the plane will be landing around 9 o'clock this morning from China, and it's set to bring essential goods. We're not exactly sure what is going to be in that cargo aircraft, but we understand it's essential goods. And this is just a sign that SAA is moving, and it's an exciting move for SAA, given the fact that they are in business rescue. They weren't flying for a very long time. They were struggling financially. I'm sure they still are. And this is just an indication that they are now moving into spaces that perhaps other airlines aren't moving, and SAA is of course a national carrier, so they've obviously come up with some kind of agreement to bring in that essential cargo. And this isn't the first that we're seeing. We saw on the 6th of April where SAA was bringing in essential goods from Germany as well. So this is a big move for them, and hopefully it will help them keep in the air.
I mean, I spoke to Grant back a week ago, and he represents pilots, and he said that in a way, I mean, this is a bit of a blessing. Obviously, it's a horrible thing to have happened, yes, coronavirus, but it is streamlining new types of business for them. The flights to bring people home. I mean, my mom's friends are stuck in Morocco along with a whole lot of other people there. They were just saying it's terrible. They can't get the response that they need. I know you've been bombarded by similar sort of requests.
Literally, I actually just put my phone aside sometimes because it's so many people are reaching out and you just don't know what to say to them. And I've noticed that many people are stuck on the African continent. There seems to be no plan when it comes to the repatriation of South Africans on the African continent. Specifically those in Morocco. I actually received a message where people are saying that initially there seemed to be some kind of hope to repatriate these South Africans, but then they were told at the last minute that there seems to be some technical difficulty and they won't be able to get back home. And now this is particularly concerning given the fact that those individuals stuck in Morocco seem to be of an older group. They're running out of medication, they're running out of money, and they desperately need to come back home. You're hearing of other very terrible stories from across the globe where people just don't have money. People are actually starting to sleep on the street because they just don't have money. And it seems that DIRCO and the embassies are struggling to find a way to get these South Africans back home. But there is some hope for those that were stuck in London. We understand that they arrived last night, about 200 South Africans that were stuck in London. SAA flew to London last night and they managed to bring back those South Africans. So there seems to be some kind of progress with SAA, but at the end of the day, SAA needs to be told by DIRCO and these embassies, okay, you're given the go-ahead, you can land in these countries and go fetch these South Africans. They can't just do that out of their own will.
And I suppose the South Africans, like those in Morocco, just need to bombard DIRCO on the website there, the telephone number that's been given out to say we need to come home. And I know there's a case of reciprocity, isn't it, with many of the countries, so that the flights will need to be filled up some way or another.
Yes, definitely. And Jane, the other issue is that many people are being told you need to charter your own flights, and people don't have 500,000 rand to charter their own flights. It's just virtually impossible. Yep. So they are advised to go onto the DIRCO website. There is 2 email addresses as well as 2 telephone numbers. I'll retweet them in the next few minutes so people can see. However, people are indicating to me that a lot of those emails are bouncing back. They're not getting responses. And one can understand DIRCO is inundated, but it's important to just make sure you're on some kind of database and DIRCO is aware of your situation.
Okay, so we look forward to getting those numbers again. Thank you.